Hello. Today we are going to learn about simple past tense, the regular and irregular verb. Simple past tense is used to describe an action that occurred and was completed in the past. Example for simple past tense are walked, arrived, and started. There are two types of simple past tense, which are regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs create the past simple and past participle by adding ed to the base form. On the other hand, irregular verbs are verbs that can end in a variety of ways with no consistent pattern. Here are the examples of regular verbs. As you can see from these two boxes, we have the base form of the verbs and also its past tense. We added ed to the base form, hence accept became accepted, agree became agreed, and bake became baked. Now moving on to the example of irregular verbs. As irregular verbs end in a variety of ways, their forms of verbs differs too. In the boxes, we have the verbs in their base form, past tense, and also past participle. In the first box, we have come, came, and come, become, became, and become, run, ran, and run. In the second box, we have do, did, and done, give, gave, and given, swim, swam, and swam. Lastly, in the third box, we have bring, brought, and brought, leave, left, and left, sell, sold, and sold. Now that you have the idea of what regular and irregular form is, stay tuned for further explanation on how it is formed.
How do you form regular verbs in simple past form? Here are some rules to follow. Rule number 1. Most regular verbs, we add ed at the end of the verb. For example, walk becomes walked, jump becomes jumped, and laugh becomes laughed. Next, if a verb ends in e, we just add d. For example, agree becomes agreed. Yesterday, Maria agreed with my suggestion. For verbs ending with consonant and y, we take off the y and add ied. For example, cry becomes cried. Other examples are fried, carried, and tried. However, verbs ending with vowel and y, we just add ed. For example, play becomes played. For verbs ending with consonant, vowel, and consonant, we usually double the last consonant and add ed. For example, travel becomes traveled. We put irregular verbs in groups for a better understanding. Group 1. All three verb forms are the same. Next, same past and past participle forms. Win in base form becomes won in past and remains won in past participle. Then, having same base and past participle form, run in base form converts to ran in past and converts again to run in past participle form. Group 4. All three verb forms are different. For example, go in base form becomes went in past form and gone in past participle form. Apart from that, we also need to remember the past tense of am, is, and are. Am and is become was, while are becomes were. In conclusion, regular verbs contain rules, while irregular verbs does not have rules or a specific way to convert into simple past. So, we'll just have to learn them.